Welcome in to the fun Astrology podcast for Tuesday, December 7th. Thomas Miller, thanks for joining us. Glad you're here. Coming to you from the road today, and where is kind of significant. We left off yesterday where I was saying, oh, by the way, I've got a story to tell you guys. Well, let's tell that real quick, and then we'll jump into one aspect today. We don't have a whole lot, but I am in Monroe, Louisiana. Okay, you say, what, huh? Well, it's a road stop. It puts me in striking distance of Dallas, where I'm going to be meeting my son and my granddaughter. We've got all the schedule worked out where it works for everybody. This afternoon, I am interviewing Amanda Pua Walsh from Astrology Hub. You guys probably are familiar with Astrology Hub. If not, I would certainly point you to take a look at it. Astrology Hub back in 2018 was where I found a course that basically got me pointed in the direction that I'm going now. Well, I could not have been more honored when Amanda's team reached out and asked if I would be interested in being interviewed for their podcast, to which, of course, I said, absolutely, and reciprocated and said, why not introduce you to Amanda from my perspective of my own conversation with her? So we are exchanging interviews, bottom line, and I'm going first. So the way the schedule worked out, she'll be on this podcast Sunday. I'm also going to put it on Subconscious Mind Mastery. And it just depends on my schedule, but I'm betting that I will have it on Subconscious Mind Mastery before the end of the week. And then I'll have it here for you guys on Sunday because that's what fits our schedule. So we'll just roll it then. And it'll be a nice little weekend bonus interview if you happen to just catch it here. But you can also check over there. It doesn't matter. It'll be the same interview. And I am so looking forward to, first of all, really exploring Amanda's story, because I think it pretty similarly in a whole different context and a whole different place, right? But it really parallels my own, which I think parallels a lot of yours. We've had just so many emails of people talking about connecting from dogmatic religious pasts and how astrology has illuminated our path. So I'm really interested in dissecting that with Amanda. So that's going to be happening this afternoon. And I wanted to make sure that I was in a good spot with good internet. So I rented an Airbnb in a nice little area of Monroe, Louisiana. So that's where I'm going to do the interview. In fact, it's in a 105-year-old house. So Amanda and Jamie, if you guys are listening, I don't know if we'll get some visitors during our little interview. We could. Who knows? But that's what's going on there. All right. Where is the moon? Let's find the moon. It's in Aquarius today. Just slipped in there. So as we're waking up this morning, it's at 1 degree Aquarius. Remember, Saturn is sitting next door at 9 degrees. When will it get there? Tonight at 10:42 p.m. Eastern. The other just direct aspect, the other perfecting aspect, if you will, that's happening today is Mercury squares Neptune. Somebody put a really great post on Twitter that I captured over the weekend about the nodes, which of course are exiting Gemini and Sagittarius in just a couple of weeks. So this is really what has been with us for the last year and a half. But she had a really great comment talking about the nodal axis squares Neptune. It has for this whole past year and a half, basically. So when you think about Neptune, lies, deception, illusion, delusion, you think about Gemini, ruled by what's happening today, Mercury, communication, the media, not only mass media, social media, worldwide communications, our own communications to each other. And then Sagittarius, pursuing the truth, pursuing the soul of the truth. You know, there's been so much, if you kind of crank all of that together, there has been so much confusion, deception, illusion, delusion going on in the world, and it's been communicated from all kinds of platforms in all kinds of ways. And I'm not taking sides here because any side of anything has been equally expressed. But I'll tell you, in my decades on the planet, which have been several now, I've never seen such disharmony as we have had. And today we get that punched again with Mercury squaring Neptune. How could that affect you or me? Well, just on our individual lives, we could certainly look in our charts and see where those hot spots are, see where Mercury is, see where Neptune is, see if there's an aspect there. And also kind of reflect back on the eclipse, because this has been waxing or applying during the eclipse heading toward today. So today is kind of the pinnacle, right? Today is the culmination of this aspect, which has been in effect for about the past week, is just go back and reflect on those very qualities: truth, illumination. Let's take the positive sides of Neptune: honesty, integrity, etc. Or showing the way, showing the path, clarity, illumination, inspiration. Has that been happening in your life, or has it been along the lines of the square? Has the shadow that we talked about before shown up? And if it has, is there anything to clean up? Then the other thing we can do is zoom out and take a look at the collective. And what I would say there is, well, what we've seen isn't being supported or likely to improve by this aspect. So don't be surprised of anything that you shake your head at on your news app over the next few days. Now, the other thing we've been talking about leading up to at 11:58 p.m. tonight, 2 minutes before the stroke of midnight Eastern Time, Venus returns in bounds, and the world sighs a collective sigh of relief. Thank goodness. Because I have heard, I don't know how many relationship-related things that have been going on. Venus has been unruly, no doubt. Will that just instantly end at 11:58 p.m.? Oh, no, you know better than that. It will continue on probably for another week or so that it tapers on out. But if you were wanting to do Venusian activities, in other words, end a relationship, start a relationship, anything about home, family, etc., that could very easily improve after tonight. The other thing would be the money side, and we've talked about that too. The market has been crazy wild. Oh la la, it has been fun, but the party's probably over from that regard. Nah, it won't be over, but you know what I mean. It won't be quite as what it was. And we have another aspect coming up tomorrow. Mars squares Jupiter. So we have plenty to be right back here to talk about. I will have interviewed Amanda. That will be fun. Maybe we can talk about that for a second. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great Tuesday. Sending you love. Remember, self-healing week. That's what we're focusing on. Say no.